He sure is excited.
Oh, playtime.
It's actually an animal talk. So this is a Gyrfalcon.
Okay.
These are the biggest falcons in the world. They're commonly found in like the northern parts of. Ah, good girl, did you get it? Did you get it?
Was she hurt? Is that why she's here?
So she was bred in captivity up in northern Washington. There is a falconer up there that breeds them for falconry, and we wanted to use her for a educational bird and exhibit the relationship between falcons and humans. Because I mean, falconry has been a practice for thousands and thousands of years. And it's just a very awesome cooperative relationship between bird and human. So we want to exhibit that with her. So Gyrfalcons are very intelligent animals. They're one of the smartest species of falcons out there. So good girl. Uh-oh.
Don't go there, you'll get stuck.
Oh. Oh no.
They are one of the smartest species of falcons out there, so a lot of falconers don't do Gyrfalcons, they more do like the peregrines and the other kinds of falcons, just because these guys are a little bit more self-aware compared to other birds, so it makes them a much more difficult species to utilize if you do not know what you're doing. So a lot of falconers will ignore these guys and try to hybridize with other different species of falcons, but Gyrfalcons are extremely beautiful, smart, powerful, dorky animals, and we wanted to help highlight that at the Nature Center. So this is a female. She's only about 11 months old. She grows very quickly. I like to compare it to if you had a baby. Imagine feeding it hamburgers pretty much every single hour. That's just how quickly they grow.
Wow.
And she's now just starting to fly around and stuff. She still has a little bit of her what we call down feathers, which is the big fluffiness that's all around them. It helps keep them warm and keep them camouflaged. But now that she's becoming a bigger bird, she is losing those and starting to be able to fly around. We still haven't gotten a name for her yet. We just call her Penguin right now, because when she was a baby, she looked like a giant penguin. It was pretty cute. But I also thought that she was a seagull when we got her, because we heard the squawking, and I thought we got chipped. But
yeah.
She's a great bird. These guys are primary bird eaters. So we've all seen the falcons hunt. They basically turn their entire body into a bullet, and they will slam into a bird from either the sky or on the ground. Depending on how big the target is, it will either shock or stun the prey or to kill them outright, and they will just fly off with the prey. These guys specifically, scientists have seen them actually run down their prey.
Wow, so they're fast too?
Yeah, they are extremely fast birds, both flying and on the ground. To this day, falconers and scientists don't know the exact speed a falcon can go. The only clocked mile per hour that a falconer has gone for their bird is 170 miles per hour, but a lot of people think that they can go quicker than that. So, what I'm doing right now is what we call a lure. So this is how you kind of teach falcons, because falconry can be used in a wide variety of different senses. It can be used in a way of husband or as a hobby, or a lot of people will use. I know. Yeah, you got it. You won. Or they can be used to kind of chase off pest species. My boss used to be is a falconer, and she was actually hired by an airport that would hire falconers to chase off birds so they don't impact against the planes and cause those kinds of problems.
That's cool. See, that's what you could do. Learn to train birds.
Beautiful.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, any other questions about her so far? Or any questions you guys
It's a deer falcon because of the coloring, or?
I actually don't know the origins of the name Gyrfalcon. It's spelled very differently. It sounds like J, but it's spelled G-Y-R.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Yeah.
gosh, I
Interesting.
can't remember, but it stands for something. I'll have to look it up later. So
For the next time, next people.
yeah, exactly. The next people. But it does stand for something. I think it revolves either around their speed or intelligence.
Okay.
I can't remember the last little bit, but she's a very engaged bird. She really likes enrichment. When she was a young little falcon, she would be eating about 6 quail a day.
Wow.
So quail can range about this big.
Yeah.
So she could be getting up to 300 grams of food every day. And it just goes to show how quickly they fly. Or
Do you just put the quail like live in the
No, so
okay.
most of the time we get quail from there's this big old factory that sells them and gives us to them frozen.
Okay.
So they come with like chicks, quail, mice, rats, stuff like that. So a lot of different institutions that house predators will utilize these kind of corporations to do that.
Sure.
Because a lot of times live feeding, yes, can be great for the bird, but also very uncomfortable for certain people
Yeah.
if they don't understand nature.
Yeah, exactly.
But they occasionally do get live prey.
Get it.
She hasn't gotten any live prey yet just because of her age. But yeah, you got it. You won. Yeah, you did so good. So that's what she would normally be doing in the wild. If she caught a prey item, she'd be basically hopping around with it and clenching it. Their talons and feet are very like movable, so they can like utilize and like reach up to their heads and stuff like that, and manipulate and move items and stuff like that. So, but her parents were all white, so she's kind of turning into a silverish color, which would be, I mean, she's already a beautiful bird, but there's lots of hints of white to it. But yeah, this guy specializes in breeding Gyrfalcons up in Washington, and my boss has a good relationship with him because he has already sold her a Gyrfalcon a long time ago. But yeah, they're great birds.
Very cool. Thanks for talking with us.
Oh yeah, no
How
problem.
big do they get?
So this is her full size.
Okay.
So they potentially can gain a little bit more weight, maybe about like 5 to 7 pounds. But most of it's just flight muscles. So one thing we do have to look out for is obesity in captive birds, just because I mean they don't get that constant flying around. But this is what this aviary is going to be built for. Is so these birds have the capability of flying around and interacting and doing more stuff. So most of the time it's just going to be more muscle that's going to be built in here that adds a little extra poundage to her.
What a fun job.
Yeah, what kind of bird can turn his little head?
She's a weirdo.
Now you don't want it?
Weirdo bird.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, you might be poop. This will be my last time.
There you go. Okay. She's beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, no
Thanks.
problem.